the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Get out. Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82.
A second down throw for Prescott. He finds Beasley complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Get out.
On third down, Elliott. He finds some open field here. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
You got three down. Here we go. All right, Here we go. 47. Here we go. 47. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 26.
Prescott on first down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Prescott now on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Moore now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And he will go down. The Cowboys... back. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Cowboys offense. The wild optimism going into last season, of course, because they were coming off that 13-3 year, but they faded a bit last year as they dropped to a good but not great 9-7.
The good thing for Dallas, they play in a pretty volatile division, the NFC East. There hasn't been a repeat champion in the East since 2003, 2004, and that was Philadelphia, who currently holds the crown right now. But this is a Dallas team that I think has worked its way through some adversity. They've lost some key veteran players along the way the last 2 years. So the face of the franchise, actually the face is quarterback Dak Prescott. But to me, the guy who really makes them go, running back Ezekiel Elliott. If they get 16 out of him, expect Dallas to be in the thick of things.
Second down, Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Allen Hurns, his first touchdown in a Cowboy uniform. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. We turn our attention to the Panthers as they come out here on offense, and it's been an interesting 3-year run. You look back to their Super Bowl appearance, then they dropped to 6-10 a couple of years ago. Last year back in the playoffs with 11 wins. So what in 2018?
I think a continuation of 2017 and an expansion on what we saw. It's always going to be a tough-minded team. They want to run the ball inside, and Cam Newton can be your short yardage runner as well as play the quarterback position and throw it. but they want to open things up. Remember, they drafted Christian McCaffrey last year, want to get him the ball in open space. They ended up drafting DJ Moore this year, so they want to be more explosive down the field throwing the football. And Luke Kuechly is a heck of a building block on defense. This is a team that fully expects to contend in the NFC South, and they think they can go much deeper in the playoffs.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Express! Four down, check, four down.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on first down. Shakes off the sack. Flushed out right. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Get out. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Four down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
Mentality of let's strike right now. You got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
This will be taken in at the 1. Stays on his feet. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go. Great, great, great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
I got you, 88. I got you.
Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man, it's right. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
To throw on second down is Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Austin. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Hustle, hustle. Watch that in. Tight end, right.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 30, past the 20, and he is down deep into Carolina territory. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Hey, we are ready.
A first down throw for Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Odd. 5 down. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs.
4 down. Check.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go. So you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike, 55.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D lineman, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 56.
Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
4 down.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice This hit jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this one is right through. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets it to C.J. Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Hey.
Under 10.
Great. Right there. 54, right there.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will go for it. Now Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go. 47. 4 down.
They go to Elliott again. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team. right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just talks about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. First down, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys add on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Leopard! Hey, 4 down.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Come on. Switch.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Gun.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Rip right.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Then he hits his man, Matthews. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Kill, turn up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Get out. Hey, we got tight left. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Again, it's Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A give to Elliott. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. Hey, we go wide 8.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Right. He's tight.
Here we go. Get out. Let's go. Get out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Hustle. Hey, Sway. Here we go, 47. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
You just won a year's subscription to your favorite magazine. Please bring your ticket to the souvenir shop on the lower level after the game to claim your prize.
Three down. Check it.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Let's go. Get out.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From his goal line here, Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go.
Tiny's on the Ringo. Hey, 4 down.
On 1st and 10, Newton buying time to his left. And a nice spin into some open field. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
54.
From the red zone now, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense. Place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Back to throw, Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Coming after you.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, it's right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. From the 50, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken in. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Mike's 59. Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Hustle.
Tight, double tight. 4 down.
26.
And they take a knee. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Three down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Let's go. 26.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
We got sack. Come on.
Hey.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Come on,
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down.
Hustle. 26.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Double tight. We got four.
Here we go. 180.
Mike's 5'9". You're not ready.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Cowboys, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.